What's going on, everybody? This is Kane Reval. It's currently like 4:30 in the morning over here, so excuse me if I sound just kind of like I'm trying to whisper or try to keep my voice low. Everyone's sleeping here, so I can't imagine there are going to be a whole lot of people coming in at around this time either. But I figured that I'd go ahead and um, I guess give my audience a chance in order to get to know me just a little bit better. Uh, Mostly just because I just kind of popped up into streaming like about a week ago, and I don't know, I it's a little difficult for me to process all of the information and everything that's happened in just the past few days. Today, just alone was incredibly good for my my channel here. I more than doubled my my follower count. Um, I started this morning at like 8 followers, and now I'm at 20, and that's crazy. I was shaking. It was so bad earlier today because I had gotten like 9 people in a single stream. It was just insane. So I figured that even if you guys come back and just kind of watch the video later, it would give you guys at least something in order, I guess, something so that way it's not just a um, another VTuber uh, popping up to talk to you. So I guess um, questions that aren't necessarily asked, but that I assume people are curious about. Did I want to do the VTuber thing because it's popularized right now with all the HoloLive things going on, floating around YouTube and all that stuff? No, that's not the case. Um, I purchased FaceRig. Mm, let's see, back in 2014 or 2015. It was one of those years. I had just gotten a webcam, and uh, I got it because I really liked the idea of just kind of like pretending to be someone else. I would actually go up on websites like Omegle and try out the FaceRig cameras. I didn't have the 2D module yet. I did just recently purchase that, but that's only because it was like $5, and I figured that it would look a lot better than the 3D models because I feel like the 3D model characters haven't aged well over the course of like all those years, and um, I figured that I could probably edit the existing assets for the 2D module a lot easier. I'm shaking right now just actually trying to talk because I'm very much introverted, and I don't do good talking about myself. At least when there's nobody to talk to, it's a little hard because I feel like I'm just being overly pretentious. But I'm trying to like work my way through it. But anyways, more or less, um, I think that identity protection is a big deal. Oh my gosh, we have someone watching. Hello, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. I'm just kind of chit-chatting about myself real quick. But you are welcome to ask any questions or talk to me too if you'd like to. Um, I don't necessarily know how to go about this kind of layout or whatever you want to call this. So feel free to chat in the chat room while I just kind of gabble on. But anyways, what I was saying, I think identity protection is a very important thing whenever it comes to working online. And while I'm not completely against the idea of a face reveal in the future, I do want to kind of keep that part of my identity, at least to some degree, to myself, and hopes that maybe one day, if a lot of people are really clamoring for it or really are excited, to know what I really look like. The most I can say is that I am very much. I look a lot like my on-screen avatar. I did that on purpose. Obviously, I'm not an anime boy or anything like that, um, but I am an adult male, 27 years old. I'm turning 28 in just a few months. Um, I live in Florida. It's a very swamp state. Um, at least where I live, there's a lot of water. Right there by the beaches too. So lots and lots of water. You got a lot of that um, ocean wind and air and weather. So it's very swampy sometimes because it feels like it's always wet here. It gets crazy hot during the summers, and there's almost no other season besides summer, except during winter whenever it gets chilly, just a little chilly. But I was born and raised here in Florida, so chilly feels a lot colder than most people that have lived pretty much anywhere else in the world. I served 6 years in the United States Marine Corps. I joined when I was 20 years old. Um, I support our troops 100%, but I did not enjoy my time in the military. I um, Gosh, I'm actually trying to work up the courage to say something like this. I was in a very bad place when I was in the Marine Corps. Uh, I figured out within the first year that it was actually a very poor decision on my part, um, and I had made an attempt on my life, which was very much noticed, and um, it made things a lot more difficult for me going forward in my life with that. And I When I got out of the Marine Corps, I started feeling myself start doing a lot better mentally. But it was an incredibly rough 6 years. Um, it was pretty funny, actually. I say funny in an ironic sense. It was really funny how whenever I first experienced all this and I had uh, tried talking to one of my higher ups about it, they had told me, they're like, well, how long is your contract for? And I'm like, I've got a contract for 6 years. Like actives in 2 hours, and I'm sorry, 2 hours, 2 years inactive, because every contract is 8 years, no matter how long you actually serve. Um, so I had 6 years active, 2 years inactive, and they were just like, well, okay, you're here for, like, what, you've been here for a year, all right, what's 5 more years? And that drove me wild, and I was like, 5 more years seems like an eternity right now. Do you have any idea? Like that hit me in a very bad place. I was very depressed for quite a few number of years. Oh man, I don't want this to get all sappy and or anything like that. Okay, let's switch topics. Switch topics. Okay, something that makes me very happy. So I started my YouTube channel, which is also called Camera Vault. If anyone's interested, I started that YouTube channel um, several years ago. I want to say I think it was probably in 2012. I made the YouTube channel for school. I posted a lot of school videos, um, just for like classes and things like that. I remember specifically my commercial of me project, that I don't know if anyone else out there has ever had to do before, but pretty much it's a big video or project, something that like frames you, and it's just like, oh hey, tell me about what makes you incredible and everything else. And it's one time that I felt like I could talk about myself, or without talking about myself exactly, because I did a video presentation rather than like a pamphlet like a lot of other people did. And and I was like, okay, I just have to not necessarily think about about me talking about myself, and more like I'm talking about just anybody else. And so I talked about the things that I would do on a daily basis. Like, okay, well, I'm still in school, but I'm in the delayed entry program for the Marine Corps, so I do a lot of exercise, and I like to run around my neighborhood and everything else. I do crazy things in the video to kind of make it funny. And then I'm like, oh, I'm a freelance artist, by the way, and this is back in high school, where that kind of like that's almost unheard of. So I posted the video. It was only like 4 minutes long, which apparently was way too long. They were like, it's like 4 minutes is way too long. You gotta imagine that, like, you get like a classroom of like 50 kids. If everyone had like 4 minute long presentations, it would have just drug everything on, and no one would get through with all their stuff. But I was the outlier in that situation, and my teacher let me do it anyway, because I had made a full video, as opposed to like obviously the pamphlets and everything else that everyone else made. Um, and it was the one time I was genuinely excited and very proud to show off this video to everybody. Um, and because I felt so good about it, I had posted it up on my YouTube channel. I actually didn't make it for YouTube originally, but I did end up posting it there. Um, it's not there anymore. Honestly, all of my original videos that I made for my channel are gone. Um, and that's just because I had some issues with some harassers a few years back that caused some that just honestly it blew up. It hit me pretty hard. So I essentially rebranded my whole channel. In case you guys are curious, Kane Raval is not actually my real name. Like I said, internet identity is important, so I'm trying to keep myself safe again. So I rebranded my channel. Um, I rebranded my channel as Kane Raval. Um, and then I just started kind of like how can I start this channel over? So I started going and looking at some of my artwork that I did using a program on the 3DS. If anyone actually has a 3DS and you want to be a digital artist, or you want to look into digital art for the first time, or you really want to try something new, look into Colors 3D. It is an application. I believe it was like $5. Colors also exists on mobile phones for free, by the way. And it's just an app that allows you to draw things. And on the 3DS, because of the it was perfect. You can make 3D images using using this, but more or less I used the layers and everything else that the app provided for the sake of making 3D pictures as like my first stepping stones into layered artwork for digital art. It was my very first step into digital art. I didn't even have a tablet or anything else like that. Everything I'd drawn before that had all been on like computer paper and notebook paper. And so so while you're drawing and everything else, it also records all of your it records you while you're drawing and everything else, all the steps that you take. Every time you color something in or erase it, or when you're Pretty much it goes over everything. So I got relatively cheap, actually free, screen capturing software, and recorded the recording of me drawing. I didn't actually record myself draw for quite some time. And I recorded those recordings, posted them up, added some music in order to make them a little more interesting. And so those are my earliest videos that are currently on my channel, and I don't think I'll ever actually take them down unless, for whatever reason, like my channel gets striked or something. I don't ever plan on making money off of either YouTube or Twitch in the future. I am excited about the prospect, like the idea of making money doing Twitch. I don't think YouTube's my gig, but I still want to upload and make videos there just because it's fun. It's a fun little hobby to have. But later on down in the videos, let me just go ahead and pull some of these up because my mind just it's drawing a blank the second that I want to do I want to try and think of something. So pretty much anytime I ever come up with a video idea, I do it more or less. I don't keep to a schedule or a like I guess a plan. You can kind of already see that in a lot of the videos that I made here on Twitch already. I try to I spread around what I do a lot, so that way I don't feel like I'm ever getting stagnant, and also so that way if I draw people in, I have multiple different ways of like, hey, a lot of people, see this, they react to this, they like this. What if I did some more of that? Or I got a lot of views from that. Is that because of what I covered, or is that because what I did was funny, or something like that? And I feel like that's a constant thing going on in any content creator's head. So, like I said, the first few videos were all videos of me drawing. Then I posted the very first trailer for my game Loveless 4 years ago. And it's bad. It's bad. But that's everybody's very first video game trailer for RPG Maker game. I say that, and then like there's gonna be someone that's like, well, this is my very first RPG Maker game, and it was amazing. Look at it. And they're gonna send me the most mind-bending, it's gonna break my brain kind of thing, and I'm gonna be like, you're right, I'm totally wrong. Then the videos that followed were just some joke videos. I had an idea for a character named Cloud in my game, and it was supposed to play off of, it's Cloud Strife, but it wasn't. It was just going to be an actual Cloud. That was going to be an actual party member in the party. You had to unlock them and everything else. It was kind of like it was supposed to be like a build up to, you're going to get Cloud Strife, and oh my god, it's a fleeting fantasy kind of thing, playing off all of that, like, expectation, and then just it's like an actual Cloud. So I made videos based on that, just to kind of have fun with it. Another drawing video, some more drawing videos. Wow, I'm just going over all my videos on stream. That's weird. I don't know how to approach a lot of this video very well. I don't know how to talk about myself without feeling like I need to stop talking about myself. So, anyways, I guess let's talk more about like recent stuff instead of stuff that I started 4 years ago. My brother started streaming probably, I want to say maybe 2 or 3 days just before I did. And he is ultimately the reason why I started streaming. He gave me the webcam so that way I could do something like this, or that way if I wanted to, I could show my face, and that way everyone can see me and all that stuff. So he's the reason why I have that, and he's honestly the whole reason why I started Twitch in the first place. He just kept talking about it, and I got progressively more excited about the idea. Um, and prior to this, I was trying to be a little more active up on YouTube, so this was actually a great platform for allowing me to do that. I could still play and do what I would normally do on like a normal day, but now I finally get a chance in order to be able to play with a bunch more people. I'm a much more social gamer than I am a social person. I'm incredibly introverted by nature, and I feel like more and more those like that's becoming a norm, I guess you could say. More and more people are coming out and be like, oh, I'm just introverted. I'm not good at social gatherings and everything else. And I want to support you guys completely. I do. I'm gonna do it from my house though. I feel like that's such a introverted thing to say, but I do still enjoy people's company, which is really weird. I'm not. I don't dislike people. I'm just very much a recluse. So this gives me a really great opportunity to be able to game with my friends, which I already game with regularly anyway. So this gives us all an opportunity in order to play together and interact with a larger group of people. I already have quite a few people that come in and watch the streams. We got Abracadabra, who just joined in yesterday. We got Verified Goat, who again just came in, joined in yesterday. We got Quiet QT, which just came in yesterday, and they came in and they've been watching pretty much all the streams that we were playing of Shinobi Striker today. Just like every time I came online, they were right there, and it's really exciting to see those kind of faces pop up, and um, it's and the fact that we got the chat going, we were all talking. I feel like a lot of people that are on Twitch that have like humble beginnings like this all pretty much say more or less the same thing, and so I don't want it to ever sound like it's disingenuine. I was so excited today during the streams and everything else that I was shaking. I was shaking so bad. Um, that I had to step back for just a second so that way I could um, wrap my mind around what had all happened today. And I guess that's why I wanted to try and talk a little more just in general about myself, because I feel like there are going to be people that eventually get to a point, if I actually do start getting a little more popular, I do want people to be able to at least have something they can go back to and be like, well, what's this person about? Because while they're gaming, they don't really talk about it. Um, so yeah, I guess, and if that ever actually happens, if a question is ever asked in stream, I try to answer at the best of my ability, but I also have a very short attention span, um, and I lose my train of thought very easily. It's hard to focus on any one thing. Like I said, especially in a video like this where there's like no actual true direction. I don't have any like I for like full on videos that I make for my YouTube channel, I'll tend to have either a list of bullet points or an actual paragraph that I write beforehand that I read off my screen into my microphone. So, okay. Before we get too deep into this rabbit hole and I'm not talking your ear off for like 30 minutes, I wanted to say just a few last things. Hopefully, if you guys would like to support me on, oh, thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming in and commenting. Um, if you guys would like to support me, I don't need any money or anything like that. Um, the biggest support you guys can do is if you guys are coming in and you guys are new, go ahead and hit the follow. I would like to try it. I would like to try to get to affiliate if that's even possible. I'm almost halfway there. I got 20 followers. I'm shooting for 50. Um, so if you guys would like to, you guys can follow. If not, by all means, you guys are welcome to do whatever you want. I try to tell everybody while we're in chat together that I will accept you no matter what. So you guys can do whatever you guys feel like, honestly. If you guys want to go the extra mile, I do have a YouTube channel, as I've discussed in this already. It's nearly the same. I don't think if you looked it up in all one word. Let me check right now, actually. Yeah, it doesn't pop up. I'm sorry, it does. I'm the third option. If you go ahead and type Kane Reval in YouTube, you'll find me eventually. I have the same icon on there as I do here, and it's hard to miss. You guys can maybe subscribe to me up on my YouTube channel in order for me to be able to do anything as far as like making money off of doing this, so that way maybe potentially I could do this full time. I do need followers on here, and I do need followers on or subscribers up on YouTube. You guys can also find me on Twitter at Kane Reval as well. I believe it's all one word. I think. I honestly don't know. But you guys can follow me on Twitter as well. I try to post whenever I'm about to stream on Twitter, but I also try to stream at least once a day, so that there's a constant flow of videos being poured out. I just don't honestly. I can't remember to keep to a schedule or anything. Anything else? I do have an Instagram, but I don't think anyone would ever actually want to look at it because it's full of pictures of me being weird and emo. So if you guys would like to, you guys are welcome to check me out over on I was gonna say Twitter again. Instagram. You guys are welcome to do that as well, but you guys, again, none of you have to do any of that. You guys can just honestly, a follow here goes a long way. And it shows me that videos like this are interesting enough to people that they would like to see, maybe. So anyways, I'm not going to gab off your ears any longer here. I don't know how to end this video off. Thank you for everyone that came in and listened to me gab off for like 30 minutes. I just needed to pass some time, and I thought that would be a good chance in order to talk to everyone. So I appreciate all of you guys again. Thank you so much for everything so far. And I hope that we have a long and fruitful relationship. Thanks again, guys.